Hit it.
Yep.
Good evening, I'm Reverend William. Thanks to everyone for taking part in the quiet energy work portion of our service. Your cooperation in creating this sacred space is greatly appreciated. Let's chant 3 ohms together. We have to provide an opening prayer.
Sure. Divine Creator, thank you for relighting us this evening. Thank you for providing your wisdom and showing it to us in all its variety. Let us have the wisdom to recognize the messages that you are giving to us, and let us take that forward as we seek reunification with you. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Please open to the first page of your book, and we will say together the universal greeting. If this is new to you, please watch the people up front to follow along with the interactive hand movements. I offer you peace. I offer you friendship. I offer you love. I hear your needs. I see your beauty. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from a higher source. I salute that source in you. Let us work together. Please turn to the next page, and we will say together the 9 principles of spiritualism. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the Golden Rule. Whatsoever ye would that others should do unto you, do ye also unto them. We affirm the moral responsibility of the individual, and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing contained in all sacred texts are divine attributes proven through mediumship. Reverend Karen.
So we have been moving through the Western Zodiac, and now we've come to Gemini. And so we've gotten partway through our goal, the goal that Aries helped us choose. Now we are looking at, we've chosen, we've started the work, we've gotten partway through, and we've given ourselves a little reward for, the distance that we've made. Now it's time to consider, is there a way that we can do things in a way that is the work smarter, not harder? That's what Gemini brings to the table. So we'll be meditating on if there are ways that we can, as we move forward in this goal that we are working towards, where we can, without causing ourselves more difficulty, kind of cut to the chase a little bit and make some more progress if there are things that we can cut out that are not strictly necessary that would slow us down. That's what the meditation will be about.
Thank you. We welcome your donations to help us maintain our presence in the community. You may donate via our website, circleoflightstl.org, or through our Facebook page. Thank you for your donations. All funds received help us in our mission to seek, develop, and teach the knowledge of the relationship between humanity and spirit. The crystal globe displayed here is filled with prayer and energy for healing Mother Earth and all her children. Everyone is welcome to contribute prayers for world peace and world healing. We invite you to add your energy to this sacred sharing. We will now say the prayer for spiritual healing found on the next page, after which there will be a short silence for you to softly say the names of anyone that you would like to receive extra healing this week. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask the great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Current announcements. Well, first, thanks to everyone who stopped by and talked to us at the Pagan Picnic the past 2 days. We had great weather. Mm-hmm. Anyone who's been around here for a while knows it's kind of like an ongoing joke that it always rains at Pagan Picnic. And today, or this weekend, not only did it not rain, the weather was fantastic. What else? And so it means in 2 weeks, the 14th, we will have our Spirit Fest, which is what we call our own little psychic fair here. As I turn to my calendar.
Yep.
It is the 14th, and that'll be here 1 to 5.
Correct.
1 to 5 on Saturday. That's gonna be a Saturday, 14th, and then we're working out something kind of special for you. A friend, by way of another friend's estate, is bringing in, well, for those who know, Monte teacher who taught Reverend Karen and lots of other people in this area, Thomas Ashley Ferran from his estate, by way of some other steps and people, we're going to have an opportunity to share with you all his CDs. I'm not sure what exactly we're getting yet, but CDs, books, possibly DVDs. Not sure, but I know that much for sure. Possibly some Hindu statues, and plus the books from our library. We're gonna sell some of those too. So that'll be sometime in July. We're looking around the 19th right now. Mm-hmm. And then, so there's the Psychic Fair, Spirit Fest, the book, and as I'm calling it, the Beyond Book Sale. And also, we're gonna host another sound bath journey. And as part of that, we will have the gongs and bowls and things to set the vibration here in the sanctuary, and then I will lead a guided meditation. My spirit guides, by way of my big fat mouth, will take you on a journey.
So what we call that, Brahma Books and Beyond?
I love it. Or you could put it Brahma Bookananda, because Ananda means beyond.
Yeah, Brahma Bookananda.
Brahma Bookananda. Brahma Bookananda. I love it.
And don't forget, we also have a big in-person event, the fire releasing ceremony, which will be July 13th.
July 13th. That's at the regular service time at 6 p.m.
That's right.
And we actually build a fire, and it's outside, and it's
hot.
It's usually kind of warm.
Hot.
But it's par for the course. It's a fire releasing, so it should be hot.
Right. So be thinking about things in the spiritual realm. that you would like to release from your life, bring into your life, and are thankful for as we work through fire.
Fantastic. Once again, we thank you for your donations. Reverend Karen will lead us in a prayer over the offering.
Creator of all abundance, thank you for your sharing with us. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to spread that abundance for all. We look to you for all that you bring to us and all that others bring, and that we may be a font of abundance to all. As we receive, we give in return. So mote it be.
So mote it be. That brings us to the message portion of the service. Please actively listen to each message. As these come from universal source via our guides, they may be tailored to the individual, but they deliver wisdom to the whole. Please address questions about messages to the message bearer after the service. I'm going to do this so I'm talking towards the microphone. To welcome each of our spirit workers, we sing together to raise the vibrations in our circle. We view the word God as a universal term for deity rather than signifying any one particular path. Our message bearer tonight be Reverend William. Well, thank you, Reverend William. Let's welcome me with the song Revised Battle Hymn. It's the first song in the book, all verses. Mine eyes have seen the coming of an age that is to be, when from every limitation I shall know that I am free. For the age is rich in promise, and my soul has eyes to see. God's truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. God's truth is marching on. My soul has seen the beauty of a race from sorrow free, and an age of faith and justice, truth and love and liberty. And I sing of love's great triumph in this time of jubilee. God's truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. God's truth is marching on. I have seen the freeborn woman standing side by side with man. I have seen the nations brought until there is no tribe or clan. And the warlords all have vanished in the love of man for man. God's truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. God's truth is marching on. Thank you very much. I'm Reverend William. Be working tonight with Sarah and Mikael, Thundercloud, Merdin, Arcturus, Ellen, and Two Hearts. No names?
Nope.
Okay. Reverend Karen. Yeah, there's many references, just even in the Bible itself, besides other sacred texts and mythology and so on, about threshing and processing the grain. Mm-hmm. And so there's this, I don't know if this is even close to how they really do it, but this machine shakes the wheat and shakes the hulls off, and the heavier grain of wheat, the wheat berry falls through, all right? And you're there shaking like this. Imagine it's like, 4 foot by 4 foot tray, like this screen, and you're shaking it. And Spirit's like, well, I mean, that's one way to do it. You don't have to do all that work yourself and examine each little piece of wheat. You could let the machine do it and just check the produce, what's produced at the bottom.
Right.
As it falls through. There's no need to micromanage every little thing, okay? Lois?
Yes, sir.
Okay. They're using this character from a comic, like a graphic novel I read a long time ago, to make this point of how you don't judge on appearances. You know, there's that old term, don't judge a book by its cover. All right. So in this graphic novel, this kid's face was deformed from an accident, and you're one of the people who wouldn't even mention it, you know. So one thing to do is take that characteristic of yourself and make that even more a part of who you are. And also, as knowing, like, to convey to you the knowledge that when you do that, it gives other people permission to, and I would say even inspires people to do the same. Like, well, period. All right. Tom. They're showing you painting like Bob Ross. And I don't know if you ever watched him, but one of the little, what do you call that? Like I mean, now you kind of call it a meme, but people would make a joke about he would make a mistake in painting and just turn into a little oops, I accidentally put a mark there, let's make it a bird. You know, so like when you are creating, remember that you know, if you accidentally make a black mark in the sky of your painting, it doesn't mean you have to like try to erase it or start over. Just make it a bird. Okay, so what's the role there? The role, the mental activity to do there is to release like a strict or rigid expectation of how it's supposed to be, and that's how you free your imagination. You free your imagination to do its job by releasing those old ways of thinking how it should be. There you go. Anybody else?
Nope.
Thank you for allowing me to stand between two worlds. Okay, that brings us to the meditation led by Reverend Karen.
All right. So find a comfortable position such that energy can move through you, come down from source, through you, into the ground. Take some cleansing breaths. Allow your body to relax. Allow your mind to relax. We now focus on our true self, self within, the eternal you. We are back in your study, that place where you have been thinking about, working on that goal that you seek to achieve. That goal that has been chosen, that you have put the work in, and you have rewarded yourself for having gotten partway through. You know that there is a lot left to do, but it was nice to take that kind of break, give you a chance to reset. Time to move to the next part of the goal. Think about what the next part of your goal is. What is the next piece, the next step, the next card on your project list? You look at that card, it has some steps for you to take. And as you look at that, you become aware of a presence. You look up and there are two young women standing before you. They carry that Gemini energy. They say, may we look at that list of steps you have? And as they look at it, they say, that seems very complicated. Maybe there is a way that some of these things can be combined. Maybe there are some things that you can start that you don't have to pay attention to all the time. They're going to take a while, so the sooner that you get them started, the sooner that step will be complete. Perhaps if we stage some things, then they will finish in the order that you need them to finish. It's not a matter of doing one of those pieces all the way through, then moving to the next one, then moving to the next one. Let's plan a schedule. We'll start this one, and then this one, and then this one. Think about the steps. What can be combined? What can you start and let it work its way through? What will take very little time? If that is one of the early steps in that section, get it out of the way. If it is something that happens much later, don't spend a lot of time thinking about it right now. It won't take long. As we get those longer pieces going, and they're all working at the same time, things will finish much faster. And the faster this section is done, the faster you can move to the next piece. Think about what that would look like for the goal that you are working on. How can you make things more efficient without losing anything that is key? Perhaps there is something that you wanted to do that is not essential, but it would be a nice addition. Consider whether the time it would take to put that piece in makes sense. Is it adding enough to be worth the extra time it will take? If not, then perhaps it might be a stumbling block that if you get caught on it, will keep you from the greater goal that you wish to achieve. Understanding what is worth the effort and what is not is key to making progress. Now when you look at the card, things seem to be better organized. Now there are timelines. You recognize how long some bits will take and what you need to start first. Perhaps there is a long piece that you have to start right away because that's going to take the most time and very little else can be achieved until that piece is done. As long as you go in understanding that, you won't get frustrated. Things do not move linearly. They move in fits and starts. But now you see how much simpler it can be. The women say, this is your next benchmark. Perhaps this takes a week, a month, a year. But as long as you know, you are still progressing. And even if it seems like a long time, that time will pass regardless of whether you are working on this goal or not. Would it not be better to be working on the goal, the thing that you desire to have? It seems much clearer now. With the steps more clearly defined, you take that card, place it in your pocket or your bag. Preparing to take it with you as you move forward. When you look up from your desk as you go to rise, the women have gone. Their wisdom remains. As you go to leave your study, your physical form calls to you. You let it take you again. You feel it around you again, but that information on that card is now inside you. You are ready for the next steps towards your goal. When you feel that you are fully returned to your form, you feel the urge to move. When you are ready, you open your eyes.
you have to do a closing prayer?
Divine Creator, as we move through the days to come, let us keep our focus, keep our strength, keep our compassion, and let our focus be unsullied and unperturbed by the outside influences that seek to keep us from our higher goals. So would it be.
Thank you all for being in our circle of light. Please stand with us in unity as we sing together, let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me, let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.